What up, guys? This is the Fillmore podcast, and you got Zaki, and with me I have.
Poet, what's up?
And today we're going to talk about the hottest cake in town, Justice League, the Snyder Cut, released 2021, and we're just going to talk about it, what we thought about it, our opinions of the original one, 2017, and just the general DCU universe, I suppose. So let's get to it. Let's start off with some things like, what do you think of Snyder's movies prior to this when it concerns the DCU universe?
Yeah.
So, Man of Steel, I think we both liked that one.
Yeah, I loved Man of Steel. I thought it was a really good, fresh take on Superman, better than Superman Returns, for example. We're just trying to continue the original 70s, 80s movies. It was a fresh take, and Henry Cavill, everyone, the guy played Zod, Michael Shannon, they were all really good. It was a really good starting point for the DC universe.
Yeah, I love Man of Steel, Russell Crowe as
Yeah,
Jor-El and stuff like
Kevin
that.
Costner
So,
as well. Yeah.
I liked it. Maybe a bit too long. I would have cut some scenes from it, but as a whole, as being a Superman fan, I loved it.
Yeah, it
And just
really revived Superman, I think, at that time.
and then we had Batman versus Superman, which I think I liked more than you.
Yeah, I did not like that movie, putting it mildly. It wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't a good movie. But it had some good elements in it, which at least made me hopeful for future films like Justice League and maybe another Batman Superman film.
I saw Batman vs Superman in the cinema.
Hmm.
Again, not a perfect movie, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Obviously, it has stupid things in it. That whole Martha thing, I want to talk about it. The whole world talks about that enough.
Yeah,
But then again, like there's stupid things in it.
Martha.
There's stupid things in every superhero movie. I mean, when you really think about it, like none of it's real, is it? So who cares? Just go and have a good time is what I think matters. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I only saw it like a couple of times though, so it's not a movie I want to watch over and over again. Maybe I'll give it another chance. Maybe if you see it now, you'll feel different too. I think you only saw it once as well, right?
Once or twice, maybe just once. You're right. Yeah.
And yeah, right. So after that was the whole Justice League 2017
Right.
that Josh Whedon took over because Snyder had to leave due to the unfortunate death of his daughter.
Right.
And just to set that up, to start off with, I'm more of a Superman fan and you're more of a Batman fan.
That is
So,
correct.
would you say your favorite DCU movie will still be Superman 2, or would it be Michael Keaton's Batman, one of them?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would still say Superman 2 just for the growing up on it the way we did. I think it was the first great superhero movie as well, and it still holds up. So yeah, I would go for Superman 2.
And the reason I brought that up is Parallel. That's the first movie I saw with Superman as well that was directed by two different directors. So, Superman 2 famously had the Richard Donner cut, which was different to the Richard Lester cut.
Hmm.
And as the story goes, basically the guy was making part one, so Richard Donner made Superman 1, and he was filming Superman 2 at the same time. And all this shit happened, and basically the other guy took over. And when you watch the Donor cut, it's pretty good too. I like both of them. I probably still prefer the Lester one just because that's the one I saw first. And I don't see
Yeah,
anything, I don't see any bad things in it other than cutting out Marlon Brando. That's what I like on the Donor cut more,
yeah,
that you had more Marlon Brando stuff, but both really good movies that I enjoyed.
yeah. I agree. I think even the original cut and the Richard Donner cut were both great.
And then yeah, I think after that there never had been an instance, I may be wrong, where a director got changed in a superhero movie till now, which is ironic because Superman's involved again, right?
Right, right. It seems to be a
And
Superman curse or something.
and people wanted that, like the other guy's original vision to come true. So that leads us to, let's talk about the first movie first. I enjoyed it. I know people dog it, make fun of it. We saw
Yeah,
the
I don't know
cinema.
why. I enjoyed it quite a lot. We saw it together. Shout out Etobicoke, Canada,
Yeah, we
Toronto.
saw it somewhere randomly, Topical, some mall, I don't even remember. And we didn't even
um,
plan to go see it. We were just there and we watched it. But
right, we're like, whoa, it's out. Let's watch a movie. And I hadn't seen a movie in Canada visiting, so it was quite cool for me to experience that.
And when I go into these movies, I don't want like a super emotional, like serious movie, right? Like you go to have fun. That's the whole point for me. When I watch these movies, I do want a story, and I do want like good acting and everything. But the first thing I look for is like, did I have fun watching that movie? Right? I'm not looking too much with a magnifying glass, like I'm watching like a Al Pacino movie from the '80s or something. You know,
Right, right.
you you want to have fun because none of this shit is real, right? People need to calm down about oh this didn't happen. Yeah, there's no bloody Superman in real life, right? People need to chill out.
They really do need to chill out. That's right.
Okay, so yeah, so it was 2 hours long. Josh Whedon, who made some of the Marvel movies, came in, basically made it more light hearted. Again, it could be something the studio told him to do. Can't completely blame him for everything.
Right.
But I enjoyed what he did. A couple of things I didn't like was that whole fake lip of Clark Kent that everyone makes fun of. How they
Yeah. So just some history. He was filming Mission Impossible, where he had mustache for part of the movie, or one, and they weren't allowing him to shave off his mustache for that other movie. So
so basically, yeah, he already filmed his scenes, but then because a new director came over, he went to reshoot scenes. So that's why he had to come back for this. And then yeah, they terribly CGI'd his mustache off
yeah,
and made him look like an idiot.
yeah,
But other than that, yeah, I liked it. I mean, it was full of action. The one thing I did not like was the bad guy wasn't memorable. It wasn't something like you cared about too much, right? It was more about just looking at these superheroes and how they're teaming up together. Like I didn't feel anything for the bad guy. Like I didn't feel scared of him. Like yeah, I don't know. He was like a waste of character to me in the original movie. What do you think?
yeah. I thought he was okay, but yeah, you're right. It wasn't super scary or memorable or interesting. Um, but he was all right. You know.
Whereas Steppenwolf in the Snyder Cut is a complete different
Yeah,
take on it.
he even looks different. They added some elements to his look.
They
They made
changed his
him.
face completely. Actually, they changed his face completely.
Yeah, yeah,
Gave him new gear
yeah. The even the armor he's wearing and stuff, like the metal, looks really cool now.
because the storyline basically changed. In the original movie, he's the main bad guy, but in part two, he's looking for redemption
Yeah,
for.
I guess we should jump into the 4 hour Snyder cut now, right? Um, what did you think of it overall? Just before we dive into it.
I loved it. I loved it, uh, and I don't compare it to the original one because if you're given 4 hours and like a platforming to stream, you can't compare it to having to make a cinema, right? Like a movie. Like
Right, right. I think it was supposed to be a miniseries. You know, it has a part one, two, three, and four, but
yeah, you can watch it as a miniseries, or you can
they
just watch it
decided
all
to do
together.
it all in one. But it was made that way, and yeah, I agree with you. It was a really good movie, really enjoyable. I saw it in two parts. I saw 2 hours, then the next day I saw another 2 hours, and for me, it worked really well that way. Yeah, it was really enjoyable, and like you said, the main bad guy, had a bad guy behind him this time, and they had scenes from of that guy, fighting in the past with the Atlanteans, Amazons, and the gods like Zeus, etc.
Yeah, Dark Seed. Yeah, basically. So he's like
Dark
the
Side, right, or Dark Seed or Dark Side, but
side. Yeah, yeah, side,
Dark
Dark Side.
Side. So they show like when he first came to Earth thousands of years ago and lost, and they show him again, and he's kind of Steppenwolf's lord, you can say,
Yeah.
and he's trying to take over Earth again. So all that was great, I think, and they were kind of showing up for setting up for later sequels, which obviously are not going to happen now, or who knows, but most likely not. But it's pretty cool showing that side.
And then yeah, obviously you have the longer movie, so you have the more emphasis on every character. Like the Flash, you got to see more scenes of him. But
Yeah,
mainly, I think this was mainly a movie for Cyborg, Victor Stone. Like a lot of his backstory,
yeah,
and
his very
that stuff
important.
was great.
Yeah, I think he was the kind of like the center of the movie because of his abilities and the cube and everything. He was very, very important in the movie, which makes sense when they were setting up his solo movie, which never came out, which I think was completed but never came out. Um, But yeah, I enjoyed his story quite a lot because it kind of made him a little more important and more of a focal point rather than a side throwaway character, which I felt he kind of was in Justice League 2017.
Yeah, very cool character, gives a different tone to the whole movie,
Right.
and just the relationships between the characters is different. It
Yeah, and
make,
even the relationship between him and his dad was really cool.
then you have Wonder Woman with Aquaman. The scenes there about the histories of
Yeah,
their kind hating each other, and basically giving the message that hate leads to nothing. That kind of
yeah.
message.
Yeah, and there was more Alfred too. There was a lot more Alfred in the movie.
The one thing that makes me laugh is every time I hear Alfred, it feels
Irony.
like Scar is talking to me because when he did the voice of Scar, he didn't change his voice at all. It was
Yeah,
the
that's
same.
his voice. Yeah,
So if you
it's
close your eyes, it just looks like Scar is
yeah,
running the details to Batman.
that's funny.
Master Wayne. But
Master Wayne. Yeah, he was great. Yeah, Jeremy
yeah,
Irons.
very different Alfred, more like the comics and the cartoons where he actually does shit instead of just being a butler. He's that
Yeah, and for once he didn't have
typical,
a Cockney accent. Like I don't know what's with the Cockney accent. Butlers do not have Cockney accents, so that was good.
why do we fall Master Wayne?
So we can get back up.
You
But
shot.
never. Yeah. So, although I love Michael Caine, but anyway.
But yeah, yeah, just so longer, fleshed out characters, dark. It was more darker visually, like figuratively, and it looked like oh shit, something's bad is happening. You know, like the first movie was like kind of because they try to make it Marvel style. It was more like you didn't feel the sense of urgency in it. This one is like oh shit, things are happening. It's very grim. The way
Yeah. The world's about
refuse
to end. Yeah.
Lois Lane refuses to even live her life anymore, quits her job.
Right. Quits her job. Exactly.
Like yeah, people are like suffering from losing Superman. It's just like a dark, and then it's slowly Steppenwolf is busting people up, slapping like killing people all over the place,
Right.
Amazonians and all that stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Even when he goes underwater and fights the Atlanteans, that was cool. There was more of that too. A little bit more of that.
But one thing I think I liked about the cinema movie was the music. I preferred in the cinema movie because they added a cool element. Like they had the original Batman music for a few seconds, the original Superman music when he came,
Yeah.
and I'm a sucker for those things. So that's one thing I wish they added in this movie too. But I think they overdid it in this movie. Like every time Wonder Woman would come, they'll have that woman doing
Yeah.
the lullaby. Like every time, like we get it,
Yeah.
and there's
Okay.
that woman like every time, like we get it, right? Like,
We get it exactly.
and they were like, I don't know, it was trying to be woke too much. Some parts where like it was so obvious, like when one woman in the beginning saves everyone in the museum, and then she tells the little girl, "Oh, you can be anything you want to be."
Oh God. Yeah.
Like too, like oh, in your face, like okay, we get it.
Yeah.
And
Courtney.
then
Yeah.
Steppenwolf was fighting her, and he told his bug, whatever those things are called, the flies, this one is mine. I don't belong to anybody. Like we get it. Women are not objections of men, right? We get
Yeah.
it.
Women's are objects to him. No, they're not. Yeah.
The way it was done, it was so like obvious and like cringing. Like even our sister was watching it, she was like cringing on that. Like, come on, like I do not belong to anybody. Like, how many times did they say that to like the hero in the movie? Like, no one takes offense to it. Like,
That didn't bother me that much, but
no, it didn't bother me. It was just like a bit like it takes you out. Like, okay,
hmm,
here we go.
yeah.
Like, it
So
wasn't
here's a
needed.
yeah.
She's already a strong character. Like, that's not
Right.
needed.
So here's a question: is it too long, or did you enjoy the 4 hours?
I enjoyed it because first, I enjoyed it surprisingly because Superman is not in this movie that much, and
Yeah.
he's my favorite character.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's your favorite, but you still enjoyed it. Speaking of Superman, I noticed that in this film he had a black suit. What was that? What's the history behind that?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome to see. That's something they edited out from the first movie as well. So basically, there's a long history behind that. So in the comics, as people have seen Batman versus Superman, Superman dies via Doomsday. Doomsday kills Superman, and there's different stories of how Superman comes back to life. In the comics, they did a really good job of doing a lot of extra stuff. So while Superman was dead, there was like different variations of Superman coming to take his place. Like I can't remember exactly all their names, but there was like a Cyborg, Superman, Superboy. There are different heroes trying to take the place of Superman. So yeah, the comics is different. So I'll just stick to the movie. It's basically a symbol of him coming back to life. He comes back in the comics back to life, and he wears a black suit, and he has like a long hair with like a mullet. Like that was his signature look when he came back from the dead. So if you see any comic, or you might remember any cartoon movie where you suddenly see Superman with longer hair and a black costume, so that's always the guy to let you know that's after Doomsday. So yeah, that's how he came back. So
Ah, okay, yeah. So that was called Superman Doomsday, the animated film, and I think the comic is The Death and Return of Superman. So check those out if you can.
yeah,
Cool.
so it was awesome seeing that black suit and that scene in the ship when he's in the ship and all the different suits are coming out.
Yeah.
That's a lot of all the suits basically Superman wears or like his people used to wear. So some of it is like Krypton, like space suits and stuff like that. That the bad guys wore in part one. You'll see some of those suits
Right.
popping out too.
Kryptonian. Yeah.
Yeah, Kryptonian suits. So yeah, that was pretty cool when he's walking down and he's trying to decide what suit to pick. But yeah, it was pretty cool that they finally got the black suit involved again. For no reason, they cut that out in the 2017 movie. It's just, the 2017 movie did a lot of stupid things like that. I mean, I don't know why they would cut something that symbolic that Superman fans love.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently the studio did not let Snyder have Henry Cavill with a mullet, like the long hair, which for me would have been amazing because I love that look. I have some comics too with that look, and it's again the studio is just being an idiot. Like, do some fan service, you know?
You like mullets?
No, but it's like iconic look. It's from like the I don't know what was the
Yeah, I
eighties
got you.
or probably nineties that comic came out. Like,
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got
and
you.
it suited him well in the comics and stuff. Like, if you're going to
Right.
do the black suit, do the whole look, right? So
Yeah.
of course, I don't know. The studio is a dumbass. Whoever was it, Warner Bros. I don't know whoever it
Yeah,
is.
Warner Brothers. Yeah.
They're dumbasses. They cut it. They didn't approve a lot of things, such as the Martian Manhunter also makes an appearance in this movie. He's basically the general that was in Man of Steel. And
Yeah.
when he comes and talks to Bruce Wayne in the end, that was supposed to be a new Green Lantern, basically, but the studio said no to Snyder because apparently they want to introduce the new Green Lantern in their own time. So that's why you kind of see that character come in twice
Oh,
in the
okay.
movie when it should have been Lantern, the new Green Lantern.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you.
But
Cool.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, the Lantern he wanted to bring was it was not Hal Jordan, so it's not the Ryan Reynolds version of Green Lantern. I think it's some guy called Stewart or someone, but yeah, like a black Green Lantern that's pretty famous. So he was going to bring him into it and have like Reynolds with him, like assisting him, kind of thing. But yeah, the studio said no to that bullshit. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. I didn't know all that. That's pretty interesting. All right. Cool. Let's move on.
I liked. Maybe you want to say I loved maybe the cyborg stuff more than I thought I would.
Oh, wow.
Again, in the first movie, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever, man. I don't want to see cyborg. Show me more Batman. But this one, I actually want to see more of him. I was on his side to show his struggles.
Yeah.
The scene where he's like looking at that poor woman who's like taking care of two kids, like following around,
Yeah.
and she's struggling, and then he gives her money and stuff, like the emotions. Like it was good.
Criminal activity.
Cyborg, if you're real, hook your brother up.
Yeah, Cyborg. My account details are
But yeah,
Xbox 360, Xbox 360,
Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X.
PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5.
But yeah, I really liked the story. I was invested in it, which I never thought I would be. I enjoyed Wonder Woman, so like watching more of the Amazonian place was cool.
Yeah, that
And
was pretty cool. That was really cool.
and I would say really enjoyed Aquaman movie. So I enjoyed
Yes, I did as well.
seeing that as well. But again, it's not canon to the main story because everyone wants like a sequel, but it'll have to be like an alternative universe because the Aquaman movie makes no sense if you relate it to the Snyder Cut. First of all, Amanda Heard has a fake British accent for some reason. And it's like, "I will kill you, you bastard," or something. And
Yeah, where I don't know what that was all about, but
yeah, just like she says her parents are dead and the Queen took care of her in the Snyder Cut, whereas her dad is alive in the Aquaman movie. He's Dolph Lundgren. So Ivan Drago's her dad in the other movie. So yeah, it's not really canon anymore. So you can't really make
yeah,
future
I guess
movies
not.
and
I
link
mean,
it.
but you can make if you follow the first movie that was released, Aquaman, you can make a sequel of that though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that they are making a sequel to that, but
Oh, okay, right.
it's kind of a pity they can't make a sequel of the other characters alone to the Snyderverse. So unless he makes just the League sequel, he won't be. I don't even know. They won't let him make a movie for every character alone, right? He can't do that by himself.
Yeah, I think it's done, man. Unfortunately, what could have been, I guess, but that leads me to the question: what's going to happen to Ben Affleck's Batman and Henry Cavill's Superman? I mean, they're pretty much done. Or I heard that the Flash movie has Ben Affleck in it. I don't know if that's true. That's actually going to happen.
Just rumors, but yeah, I heard Batman's pretty much done. He might come in another movie, yeah. But then again, if this Snyderverse picks up, then the studio is gonna green light something, right? Like they want to make money at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I think as this moment, there's no solo Batman movie anymore because the whole what's that guy's name, man?
Well,
Robert
not in
Patterson.
this
Robert
universe.
Patterson Rob
Yeah,
Patterson making his own solo Batman movie.
same studio too, right? So they're kind of rebooting.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think you'll see this Batman maybe a cameo in the Flash movie because that's going to be alternative universe. So, but we don't know how much he's going to be in it. So,
Yeah, it
but
might
yeah,
just show him in that other universe, which makes me think that the Robert Pattinson Batman is that going to introduce characters like another Superman or another Wonder Woman? You know what I mean? Like what's
I
going to
think
happen?
that movie is going to link up with the Joker movie. I think that's what they're going to do. That universe is going to be the same as the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Oh,
Somehow it's
really?
going to lead up. I think
I
so.
don't.
That's what I heard. Maybe that those two might actually be the same universe. Whereas
Well,
obviously this one isn't.
we'll see. We'll see. I guess.
But yeah, what do you think? I really enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he was a good
Yeah,
Batman.
that's what I was saying. I wanted to see a solo movie of his solo as Batman. Unfortunately, that got canceled because of the lack of financial success of Justice League and I guess Batman versus Superman and Superman Dawn of Justice. But it's a shame, man, because I thought he was doing a good job.
Yeah, so that's what's weird about Batman vs Superman because it's kind of like Man of Steel 2, and it's kind of like a Batman movie in one, right? It's two movies in one almost. Like it is a Superman movie and a Batman movie with their own stories
I just think it
separately.
wasn't that good of a movie. I mean, I don't know.
I think you need to watch it again. I mean, it wasn't great, but it's not as bad as you make it sound.
I never said it sucked, though. I never said that. I just said it wasn't that good. I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again. I'll give it another go.
But yeah, huge fan of Henry Cavill.
Yes, he's great. He's great in Mission Impossible as
He's good
well.
in everything he does. Yeah, he's good in everything he does.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
he'll be. I think he's my pick for James Bond too.
He
I think
should be
he's
James Bond. I think he
perfect
would
James
be.
Bond.
Yeah, he would be perfect.
Perfect James Bond.
But seeing how the world is now, I don't know if he will be. He might be just too perfect.
And then he was great in the Witcher series as well on Netflix. I don't know if you watched that. I
No, I
saw
just saw
all
the
of it.
first episode, but he was good in the
I
episodes.
love that. I love that show. I can't wait for the second season.
Yeah,
He was really good as Gerard in that.
yeah,
So even he's saying maybe he'll leave the door open for Superman. I really hope he'll come back. But
yeah. I mean, he's young enough. I think he's got a lot of miles to do Superman. I hope he comes back. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but he did a good job. I thought he did a good job as Superman.
yeah, apparently they're making a new Superman movie, like completely rebooting it.
Oh, who's playing Superman?
No one's confirmed, but rumors Michael B. Jordan. So you know what route they're taking now.
Right. Okay.
He's a good actor too, so I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
that.
he
But
is a good actor. Yeah, yeah, he's pretty good. What was that movie he was in? Was it Chronicle? Right, the one where three teenagers get all superpowers.
yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, he was great. That was like one of his breakthrough movies. But he's pretty good in Creed 2, um,
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yeah, he's a good actor. I wouldn't mind that.
He did also a lawyer movie with Jamie Foxx. I
Oh, I
forgot
need
the
to
name.
watch that. Just
That was
Mercy.
that was amazing. That was a really really good movie.
Amazing. I should watch that today, I think.
Yeah, watch it if you can. Watch it. Watch it today. I saw it as soon as it came out. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I will. Other people have been telling me to watch that movie, so I
The
shall watch
one
it.
thing I didn't like too much is I don't know. Amy Adams as Lois Lane. I don't know. I don't know. She's not terrible. I don't know. I didn't feel like it's really Lois Lane. I don't know what it is about her.
Yeah, it didn't really. Yeah, it didn't really.
Maybe just saying someone with like red hair playing Lois Lane. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
mind that, but just something missing there. But it was okay because she's a minor character in the film, so it's fine.
but yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. I don't know. I don't feel their chemistry.
Yeah,
Uh,
they don't really have
Lois
any.
and
Yeah.
Clark, even though they try to make it, but yeah. Another thing. What else did you? Well, what didn't you like of the Snyder Cut? Then, if you can think of anything.
Hmm. There's not much I didn't like. Um, it might have been a bit of it slow in some because it was so long. Maybe that. I think if it cut it to 3 hours, 30 minutes, it might have been better.
But yeah, it was originally released as a series. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
for me, I think Batman's a bit too like suddenly, like out of nowhere, like too optimistic. Faith, Alfred, just have some faith. Like, come on, man. Like, slowly
yeah,
you get to like he's too like oh suddenly like woo, let's have a fun time kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
He seems too much different from the last movie from
They
Batman.
changed
So,
his character. Yeah, and I think the Joker was not great either. The cameo.
oh, Leto's a good actor, but man, he cannot play Joker, man. I don't know. This is
Yeah, he is a really
this.
good actor, but Joker, no man. You need someone. You need like Johnny Depp or I don't know, man.
I would love Johnny Depp as Joker, but yeah, he's cancelled. But we won't go into that. But
Yeah, yeah, that's another story.
free Johnny Depp, free Johnny Depp. But
Still, I love you, Johnny. Anyway,
yeah, like if you notice the way he acts like Joker in Justice League, and you can't get out of your head once you think about it, is he's kind of talking like Jim Carrey as Ace Ventura, but as a bad guy almost.
yeah,
The
yeah.
way he talks is almost like Jim Carrey esque
Suicide Squad as well.
when
Yeah.
he's comedy.
Oh, did you ever watch that Birds of Prey with what's her name?
Margaret Robbie,
Yeah,
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn movie, right? With the other
I
women.
saw about 30 minutes, but I couldn't even watch it. That was for me. That was a terrible movie. I
Oh,
couldn't get
Keaton.
past.
Not Keaton. Was it Ewan McGregor who was the bad guy in there?
Again, I didn't get past 20 minutes. So
Oh, right.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't
I,
think it did
I,
well, right? I was.
again, I don't find that character having her own movie that appealing. But I gave it a chance. It could have been good, but I don't know. Maybe it gets better later. But it was terrible when I couldn't even finish it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you
The
know,
DC movies are not. It's just unfortunate, man, that the Marvel movies are just so good that it's hard to compete against that. And it's hard to say you don't compare, but everyone is going to compare. That's the problem.
even Suicide Squad, the first one, we thought it was okay, right? It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
terrible, but
yeah.
again, it's not a movie I never saw. I never saw that movie again. We saw it in the cinema, and that was it. I never had a like
Oh,
an
yeah, we
inkling to
did.
watch it again.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
That's what, like, yes, that's what I think. Like, okay, a movie may be good to watch once, but if you don't feel like ever watching it again in 3 4 years, then it
It's
wasn't
not that
really.
good. Yeah, I
It's not
think
that
Will
good.
Smith was pretty good. That was the
Smith,
charisma in it.
that guy also needs to step up, man. He looks some terrible movies.
Yes.
What's a movie where like he's him and his younger self? I didn't even watch it. It just looks terrible.
Yeah, I was like,
Gemini
no,
Man or something. I don't know. That just looks really bad.
Gemini Man,
The
starring
CGI
Will.
doesn't even look that good too. Like no, like I don't want to see this.
Yeah, if you want to do something like Looper, a different actor or something.
I mean, he had Aladdin, but man,
Oh yeah, Aladdin. Yeah, he was good in that as a
but he's
genie.
like an amazing actor. Like he should be doing better stuff than what he's doing now.
Yeah, but you have to get the offers, man. If you don't get the offers,
I don't know. I think he just picked the bad movies instead of doing the good ones. I mean, he's Will Smith. He must have get good offers. He just picked
Oh,
them.
well, he can do his own producing, can make his own movie if he wanted to. But
What's that movie he did when he's like a young guy and he cons people? Do you remember that movie? He cons like a rich family to live with them, pretending to be like their son's friend.
seven. What was it? 7 steps of separation or something like that. I can't remember. 6 degrees of separation. maybe.
Maybe that. Yeah, that was a really good movie, right? Underrated. No one ever talks about that movie.
Yeah, that's when he was pretty young. I think that might have been just before or after he really hit it big with Independence Day. 6 Degrees of Separation.
Was that before? No, that was after Fresh Prince, right?
Let's look it up.
Yeah, it was after. So it was 1993. Fresh Prince started in 1990.
Yeah, yeah,
So he always had the acting in him, I guess.
6 Degrees of
Enemy of
Separation.
State was pretty decent. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about him, but yeah, like he's a really good
Bad
actor.
Boys. Yeah, I think.
I really enjoyed I Am Legend too.
Yeah, I Am Legend. I Robot was pretty fun. Hancock.
Obviously, Pursuit of Happiness.
I think it's the best movie. But
Yeah, that's
I
his
haven't.
best.
Speaking of, I haven't seen 7 Pounds. Is that good?
Woohoo, that was good.
Right.
7 pounds was good. Um, there's another really. There was a huge flop. I really liked it. Watch this movie called Collateral Beauty, 2016.
Oh yeah, I know that movie.
You saw
That
it?
flop? No, I didn't see it. I
Yeah, I
think I
think
had
it's a
it.
flop.
Oh, okay.
Has Edward Norton in there too.
Ooh. He had the
This
man.
yeah, it was a flop movie, but I remember watching it on a flight on an airplane out of all places, and I really liked it. I don't care what people think, but yeah,
Well, I guess he had Bad Boys for Life, which was
that's another podcast for another day.
yeah.
Bad
Let's say
Boys
it was
series.
successful, but it was not good. That good. But at least it was a big hit. So
Nah, it could have been so much better, but yeah, we'll leave that to another podcast.
is he playing
So,
King Richard? Interesting.
but yeah, then you have. Let's get back to the movie. Wonder Woman. You have more scenes with her too, right?
Yeah.
And the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a great actress, but suits the role well. I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I
I
agree.
like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I
Oh
think
man, he's just
he
a
is
likable
basically Thor.
guy. Yeah, he's just a likable.
He's Chris Hemsworth of this universe, right? He is
Right.
Thor
He's like
of
that
this
big
universe
burly guy.
that you like, yeah, just likable.
He's just likable dude. Yeah. Yeah.
As they say, like the girls want to be him, and the guys want to hang out with him, type of guy, right?
Right. 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 Right.
Like likable. Oh yeah, another thing I don't like is the casting for the Flash. I don't like this guy. I don't know. He's playing it too
What?
camp.
I liked him, man. You think he was too funny? Like he was too
No, I don't know, like too girly almost. Like I know Barry Allen's not supposed to be like the toughest guy, but this guy was playing it a bit too much, like almost like his character in Perks of Wallflower. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I don't like
Gregory.
the suit. I don't like
Yeah.
the suit too of the Flash. Like, oh, this suit's terrible. The
Yeah, they
suit
could
they
have
do.
done better with the suit. Yeah.
But of course, I might be spoiled because I liked the TV show. Well, I liked it for the first 4 seasons, 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, I
Then it
didn't
got
see
terrible.
that. I mean, I saw the original '90s TV show, but I didn't see the new one. I thought the actor was good. I think he was in there just for comic relief, mainly.
He's a good actor, but I don't, like, sometimes you don't really suit a role. Like I don't really care about him. Like I don't want to watch his solo movie. The only reason gonna watch it, is because of the Flashpoint and the whole alternative universe. I want to see Michael Keaton again and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
But him actually as Flash, like I don't know, he's playing it too like I don't know. It's just weird for me. Just like Jesse Eisenberg uh, as Lex Luthor is terrible. Let's just
Oh
say.
yeah, I mean, I like that actor quite a lot. The Art of Self Defense. If you haven't seen that hilarious movie, but yeah, he was not good as Lex Luthor. I mean, that was just
Yeah,
bad.
for me, his best movie will always be Adventureland.
Yes,
For me personally, I just like the movie.
that's a fantastic movie, underrated little movie, but
I'll see people going to talk about the Social Network, but yeah, for me, Adventureland, amazing movie.
amazing movie, man. Really good.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
The
that's
music is a bit different. There's different scenes. I think we talked about everything. There's a lot. It's a lot different than the other movies. So if you've seen the cinema one and you're not sure if you really want to see this,
right.
I would recommend you see it. And there's no shame in liking both of them. You don't have to be a hater, right?
Yeah, I like both. I like both.
It's like
Obviously, I like this one a lot better because there's a lot more of it, and it was a lot better. But
then again, this one thing people fail to notice when they're like on Twitter and stuff, they're making fun of Josh Whedon's. A, like we said, the guy had limited time. B, apparently the studio told him to change Steppenwolf to make him look less scary. That's why he changed the face and stuff. That's what I read. In 3, he's overtaking someone's project, right? So like you have all that.
Yeah,
It's not
which
like
was
it's not
like
his baby for them.
80% complete already. So how it's very difficult to do that.
And one thing that people fail to notice is that movie came out 2017. So Snyder has the advantage when he's cutting this movie and editing it is you already know what people don't like, right? You already know what people make fun of, what they didn't like of the movie, so you can adjust your movie accordingly. So
Yes,
like, you're comparing something that's already been out there and people have critiqued.
you can fix the mistakes. In other words,
Exactly. So it's like, oh, he's a genius for not doing that. Like, no, like he also had time,
right,
and
right,
it's like you know what I mean. Like some guy does experiment first and he fails, but the other guy uses his results to do something.
right.
You have to give it to the first guy too, right? Like I think a lot of people just fail to acknowledge that. Like obviously, it's going to be a better movie. You know what I mean? Like it should be. It should be a better
Absolutely,
movie.
absolutely.
But yeah, like I said, I enjoy both. I hope this comes out in Blu-ray or something. I would definitely will get it. I want that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, luckily I had a good Blu-ray level cut, so it was pretty cool.
But one thing I did read is Ray Fisher, who plays Cyborg, Victor Stone.
Right.
Apparently, he hated Josh Whedon. He said Whedon treated him like a piece of shit or something. I have to go more into it, but like, yeah, he
Well, that
hated.
makes sense because his character wasn't that great in the 2017 version.
And yeah, I think like the cast, they all like even like Affleck, Cavill, they were pushing for the Snyder cut, especially Ben Affleck. He wanted. I think they all prefer Snyder, right? Because they started the shit with him.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, check out the movies; they're pretty good. And put your comments below what you thought of them, what you liked, what you didn't like of each movie. Another thing I liked about the first movie is I liked how it's more brighter and stuff. Would
I
but
didn't like that as much, but I
I
understand.
liked it because I think it suited that type of movie. Whereas this movie is like grim and it's about loss, about depression, and all this shit, right? So that
World ending, basically.
yeah, so that suited that, but it's a bit too much of that sometimes, right? But yeah, anyway, watch both. Let us know what you think.
Yep.
You got anything else to say?
No, that's it. Let's just wrap it up and look forward to the next podcast. Keep listening. That was Zack Snyder's Justice League cut from Poet and Zaki. Peace out.
And just remember, kneel to Zod. I did not like Zod in the Man of Steel as well. That's another thing I forgot to mention.
What? Anyway,
Dude is
let's.
coming with that haircut, that chin goatee. No, man, no.
Uh,
No. That's what I did not like about Man of Steel. I forgot. Yeah, the bad guys like Zod in the casting. Like, no.
I liked it.
Should have said
Anyway.
no, Joe. Yeah.
All right, that's been the Fillmore podcast. He is Zaki. I'm Poet, and we are out.